Good morning. Naririnig ba ako?
Good morning, sir. Naririnig po.
Okay, so good morning. Let's start with this the last topic in differential equation before we proceed to yung I think kasi the last one, yung application is kahit hindi na kasi yung sa application ginagamit na solution doon is yung mga na-discuss na natin. So you can just read that again and review, okay? So last is this Bernoulli's differential equation. So familiar naman din kayo dun sa Bernoulli's equation, 'di ba? So sa differential equation meron din. So when the equation is in the form derivative of y with respect to x plus piece of x y is equal to q sub x y raised to n, it is known as Bernoulli's differential equation. So this P and Q are functions of X alone, okay? So makikita natin kung ano man yung this second and the third term, they are functions of X alone. Hindi siya pwedeng mahaluan ng Y, okay? Separate itong Y na ito. Ang katabi siya, so it means multiplication, okay? Hindi siya pwedeng mahaluan ng plus or minus sign in order for us to have a Bernoulli differential equation. Okay? To solve the general solution of the differential equation, the first thing to do is to divide both sides of the equation by y raised to n. Okay? So, etong equation na ito, di-divide natin ng y raised to n. So, the resulting equation will be this one, y raised to negative n dy plus piece of x raised to y piece of x y raised to 1 minus n dx is equal to q sub x dx. So bakit ang ginawa, minultiply muna all the terms by dx to get rid of the fraction, yun, sinimplify lang, then nagmultiply ng y raised to n. So the resulting equation is this. So dito, meron tayong y raised to 1 minus n. So in order for us to simplify the equation, let us assign value. The variable z. Okay, let's assign the variable z to y raised to 1 minus n. Okay, let y raised to 1 minus n be equal to z. Then the derivative of z is 1 minus n times the quantity y, the quantity 1 minus n times y raised to negative n dy. Okay? So, substitute yung z and dz. So, we have dz over 1 minus n plus piece of x z dx equal to q of x dx. So, this is just the derivation. Itong pinakita ko kanina, itong diniscuss natin. So, the final equation for the Bernoulli's differential equation is dz plus 1 minus n piece of x z dx. Okay, equal to 1 minus the quantity 1 minus n q of x dx. Okay? So, for us to understand it, kailangan natin ng sample problem, of course. So, etong final na ito, we need to, pag binigyan tayo ng problem like this one, sample, itong solve the equation 2x dy minus y times the quantity x plus 1 dx plus 6y cubed dx equal to 0. Ang gagawin lang natin is to identify the variable of this equation. Okay? Yung dz, yung n, yung p sub x and q sub x, then substitute to these equations. Okay, paano yon? So let's start with the sample number 1. So 2x dy minus y times the quantity x plus 1 dx plus 6y cubed dx equal to 0. So is the equation in the form of dy over dx plus piece of xy is equal to cube of xy raised to n? Yes, it is. Okay? Kasi tingnan natin ito. Ito class, from here, yung na-multiply na yung both sides of the equation by dx. So wala na siyang fraction dito. So in order for us to identify the piece of x and q's of x, ihiwalay natin, i-regroup natin, okay? So gawin natin ganito, dy over dx, let's put dy over dx, the order derivative of y with respect to x to the left side of the equation together with yung term na may y term. Ito, okay? Kasi yung piece of x may katabing y, di ba? So, yung may y term is x plus 1 over 2x. Okay? Yung q's of x naman natin is yung merong y raised to n. Okay? So, eto makikita natin yung 3 over x, meron siyang y raised to the third power. Okay? So, it is clearly a sample of a Bernoulli differential equation. Okay, let's simplify. dy over dx minus x plus 1 over 2xy. And ilipat natin sa right side yung q's of x. Negative 3 over x y cube. Okay, so isulat natin kung ano yung piece of x, ano yung q's of x, and ano yung n. Kasi yun yung kailangan natin, di ba? Piece of x, q's of x, and n. So pag nasulat na natin sa form na ganito, it will be very easy na lang for us to determine kung alin yung piece of x and q's of x. Okay, yung piece of x, yung katabi ng y. Yung q's of x, yung katabi ng may y raised to n. Okay, yung n is the exponent of the term of the y term na katabi ng q's of x. Yun lang yun. Okay, yung piece of x natin is ito, x plus 1 over 2x. Yung q's of x natin is itong negative 3 over x. And yung n natin is 3. The exponent of y na katabi ng q's of x. Okay? Ano yung next step daw? Let y raised to 1 minus n or 1 minus 3 be equal to z. So y raised to negative 2 is equal to z. So the derivative of z is negative 2y raised to negative 3 dy. Okay. Original standard form. Itong last na equation dito, substitute natin. We have the dz, we have n, we have p of x, we have the z, and we have the q's of x. Okay? So, dz plus 1 minus n, piece of x, z dx is equal to 1 minus n q's of x dx. So, dz plus 1 minus 3 times the quantity negative x plus 1 over 2x z dx is equal to 1 minus 3 negative 3 over x dx. Simplify natin. dz, gawin natin siyang sa form na dz over dx. So the resulting equation will be dz over dx plus x plus 1 over x times z is equal to 6 over x. So once na-simplify na natin yun, hindi pa yun yung final answer natin dito. Gagawin natin, since the equation is a linear equation of order 1, yung na-discuss natin last meeting, i-apply natin. So, meron dun na piece of x and q's of x din, di ba? So, eto na yung ginawa natin doon. Nilagyan lang natin ng subscript para hindi malito. Yung piece of 1x, then q's of 1x over I is equal to, yun. Determine what is the piece of x or piece of 1 of x. Ito, x plus 1 over x. Yung q's of 1 of x is 6 over x. Okay? Then, solve for the integrating factor. Yung na-discuss natin last time. Yun. L and V, then integrate. So, we have the V. Then, after that, i-multiply natin yung V dun sa original equation natin. Okay? So, when we multiply that, we will have this form, d over dx times the quantity x e raised to x z be equal to 6e raised to x. Okay? So, once we have this one, we can integrate, diba? Integrating both sides, we have x e raised to x times z equal to 6e raised to x plus c. But take note, yung z natin, we have value of z, di ba? Yung y is equal to negative 2 dun sa taas. Dito, yung z daw natin is y raised to negative 2. So, isubstitute natin yon. Yung y raised to negative 2 dito sa equation natin. So, the resulting equation will be x e raised to negative x y raised to negative 2 is equal to 6e raised to negative x plus c. Or x, so to simplify, xy raised to negative 2 equal to 6 plus ce raised to negative x. Pero etong form na to, okay na to. Okay? So, pwede rin naman i-regroup nyo pa. Kasi pag exponential, then sa constant kasi you can do anything sa constant, di ba? Constant, the c can be, sabi ko nga dati, yung c can be LNC, exponential, or algebraic, anything. Okay? So, just to simplify, pwede nyong i-manipulate yung equation, but kung okay na itong simple na c, walang problema. Okay? So, this will be your final answer. Kahit ito lang, okay na ito. Okay? So, ganun lang siya, class. Substitution lang siya from the original equation, this original equation, then multiply by y raised to negative n, then let y raised to 1 minus n be equal to z. So we have dz, the derivative of z, and substitute to the original equation yung, hindi sa original equation, dito sa second equation natin, substitute natin yung z and dz. So we have this one. So after solving, after identifying sa sample problem natin yung piece of x, q's of x, then yung n, substitute natin dito. So after substituting, simplify. So once we simplify, we are going to end up with a linear equation of order 1. But this time, ang makikita natin is dz over dx kasi z yung, hindi tayo pwede mag-substitute ng y dito kasi meron na tayong y. You can substitute naman kahit hindi z, pero mas maganda yung para hindi malito, xyz na lang yung gagamitin natin na parang default na variable natin. You can use t or anything. So, kung linear equation of order 1, but instead yung sinosolve natin last time is dy over dx lang, di ba? So eto, dz over dx. So the same when we have this linear equation of order 1, identify p sub x and q sub x, the integrating factor, then multiply the integrating factor to the original equation. Simplify, then after simplifying, when we get this one, integrate, then we have the final answer. Okay? So I asked yung new batch of mechanical engineers about their board exam, and yung mathematics nila is purely differential. Mayroong differential calculus and integral calculus. Well, kasi class, pag meron kayong na-encounter, pag sa board exam, meron kayong na-encounter na problems na integral calculus, magpasalamat kayo. Kasi pag sa integral calculus class, diretso na lang yan sa calculator. Pag pag nag-take na kayo ng correlation, yung review subject ng fourth year, pag fourth year ninyo, ituturo sa inyo yan. Si Sir Nico ang magtuturo niyan sa inyo on how to solve yung calculator techniques sa pag-solve ng integral calculus problems. Siyempre pag sa integral calculus subject, hindi pwedeng ituro yan kasi kailangan malaman pa rin natin yung basic. Okay? So, more ang mathematics dun sa recent board exam is differential, integral. Mas marami yung differential kaysa integral. Physics, and thermodynamics 1. And DE and Econ. Merong DE, sabi nila, mga 3 to 5 questions. Sabi ko, wala pa rin pagbabago. Ganun talaga yung nila, yung parang ang laging nilalagay nila pagdating sa DE. So very important kasi hindi natin alam kung alin dun sa 5 saan makukuha yung topics. Kaya mas magandang nadi-discuss pa rin natin itong topics natin sa DE. And compared to the previous batch, of course, kasi ang ME, if you know or merong nakapagkwento sa inyo sa mga previous batch natin, yung mga ahead sa inyo, ang passing percentage natin ng first taker is always 80% pataas. Okay, so ngayon 68 something. So hindi naman, walang problema hindi naman kami disappointed or what. Actually, we are very proud kasi yung batch na yun is yung batch 2020 na yung pandemic batch na sobrang na-stress and na tawag dyan parang hindi na nila alam if magte-take pa sila or hindi na kasi yung paulit-ulit na nagka-cancel, na-postpone yung board exam. So most of them are working na before taking the board exam. Nag-pause lang ng konti sa work to review. So acceptable yung nakaka-proud pa rin yung ganun na-reach nila yung ganung percentage, no? So to those students na hindi pinalad, so in-advise na lang namin sila na maybe next time pwede pa naman sila mag-take ng August pero dapat mag-full time na sila sa review. Hindi na yung, syempre, hindi kailangan mag-focus na. Kasi minsan sinasabay nila sa work na hindi nila ma-let go yung work kasi nga, once kasi nag-earn na kayo ng pera, yun nga yung sinasabi na, if you fail the board exam, yung first take mo, kung hindi pa naman kailangan, kung nasusuportahan pa naman ng pamilya, huwag na muna magtrabaho. Kasi once na nagtrabaho ka, nag-earn ka ng sarili mong pera, parang hindi ka na, alam mo yung drive mo na mag-take pa ng board exam, parang mababawasan or mawawalan. Yun lang yung based on experience lang sa mga naunang batch. So siguro, para dun sa mga kuya and ates ninyo na hindi pinalad, sana mag full-time sila sa review for August. No? Okay, so yun lang, maigli lang itong Bernoulli kasi most of the solution is just substitution and ang sunod na magiging solution is yung linear equation of order 1 which is na-discuss na natin last time. So, you have questions ba? Ano ba yung meron bang question dito? After nito na tayo, siguro advanced math na tayo. Yung mga piling topics doon, i-discuss ko rin pag So kung wala nang question, pwede nang mag-open siguro ng camera para